What is going on, everybody? David Productions 345 here. You guys see the title of the video. Do I enjoy owning my 2013 Dodge Charger RT, or are there any drawbacks? This is kind of like an ownership video, but not. I'm going to be making one of those in the summer when it gets more nice out. But this video, I'm going to be talking about whether I really like driving my car or not. It's not just a definite yes, guys. There are some things I want to mention. So before we get into the video, actually, I want to give a shout out to you guys who voted in the poll I posted on my community post, whether or not I should change my name. Thank you, guys. I actually was thinking about it. I had a couple of different options I was going to use, but according to you guys like the name, I like the name as well, so we're going to leave it as is. Also, if you guys are wondering where my other wheels are at and why they're not on my car, they are right here. They're about to be put on soon. You see the tread is very low, so I'm getting new tires very soon. Just this weather's been very crazy, switching between snow and warm. But I'm going to be switching these probably this week when I have the time. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Alright guys, we made it to the spot. I have the dead cat on the mic because it's kind of getting windy outside. Looks kind of crazy. But we made it to the same spot I filmed some more videos in. Here's my car. I have a 2013 Dodge Charger RT all-wheel drive. So let me put my hoodie on because it's kind of getting a little bit chilly because of the wind, but I'm going to be talking today about some of the reasons why I enjoy driving this car and some of the reasons why I don't. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into the video. So first of all, let me do a little walk around of this car. Alrighty guys, if you guys are wondering why I never clean my car, or why my car seems always dirty in the videos, it's because this weather is always changing. You guys see right now, it's clear out, but it basically rains like every other day or whatever. It rains a lot. It was snowing before. Whenever I cleaned my car the next day, it rains, ironically. So the first thing I want to talk about, first thing I want to mention is the driving experience. So this is a 5.7 liter V8. Let me pop the hood for you guys real quick. So this is my 5.7 liter Hemi V8, 370 horsepower, 395 foot-pounds of torque, stock. This one has a Diablo tune and a Corsa catback exhaust. I got this car used, obviously. Also has a Hellcat box. So this is stock 330 wheel, 370 crank. This is probably making, don't quote me on this, 360 to 370 wheel. So just because of the tune and the exhaust, a lot of people were asking me and telling me it doesn't make. I don't know the exact number, guys. I'm just making an educated guess. So there's that. Everything else is basically bone dry stock, besides the Hellcat airbox for performance stuff. 203 thermostat, regular. Nothing crazy about that. Never changed that over. Let's close this. Some people ask me, guys, whether the water gets into this hood underneath it because of the holes. If you guys can see, this does not go all the way through. There's like a filter between this and the actual engine bay, and then the front, this is kind of a filter behind here too, so not all the debris and everything can get in. I'm gonna open this one more time. If you guys can see right here, heat extractor hole here, and then the airbox hood scoop right there. So not much water gets in there, and same with the Hellcat airbox. Even though there's a big tube sucking in cold air when you're driving, water doesn't really go because water goes down like that. As obviously, if you drive through a puddle, water can get splashed in there. But it's a pretty long tube, guys, from here to here. So water would have to travel a long way to get all the way up to the airbox and then get sucked into the engine. Then you'll have a problem. But for my driving, normally, there's been no problems. There's that. I just want to do a little mod list real quick to show you guys what this car has on it compared to the stock. Different bumper cover, the color is almost exact. Front end SRT8 bumper, V-line headlights. These wheels are from a 2015 plus all-wheel drive Charger. Also, you guys can see the fitment on the bumper is not great. I have to fix this eventually. I'm kind of aggravated about this bumper not fitting properly, and I'll go into that in a second because of an accident that I had a couple years ago. So basically, guys, in 2022 I hit a pole, kind of messed up the frame a little bit. A shop quoted me 15 grand to fix this car. I was going to total it out and get a new car, but I really didn't want to get rid of this thing because this was my ideal spec. It had everything I wanted. red exterior, red interior, V8, all-wheel drive. Especially in this area that I live in, it was snowing all the time, so it was really good to have this car. I really loved it and I didn't want to get rid of it. Alright, so basically I have mostly stock parts of this car, or OEM replacement parts for stock. And the driving experience on this car, if I'm being honest guys, it's fun. I like driving this car a lot. But basically there's a couple things I want to mention. Number one, these cars clunk sometimes randomly. Even if you replace the whole front suspension, nothing you can really do about it. Just another part just breaks. These cars are very heavy. The front suspension goes out on these cars. A lot of people are complaining about that. Mine kind of had a similar issue with clunking every once in a while over potholes and stuff. But to be fair, I did replace the whole driver's side suspension in 2022 because this cracked. Basically, I didn't crack the knuckle, axle, everything was messed up on the side. So that's replaced. The passenger side, I think last year I was doing a video about how I replaced the upper control arm on this side, and then I think I did the axle as well. How is the ride quality for this car? It's not bad. The suspension clunks here and there sometimes. Kind of hard to not clunk on a Charger. A couple of my friends have the same problem with theirs, clunking every so often. Like, I just basically, I'm not really worried about it because it's not crazy clunks. It's just every so often, like here and there, just hear random noise. But all the components I checked, none of them seem to be cracked or messed up. I don't know guys, a lot of people have problems with these suspensions going out. There's that. Also tires, the branded tires, the kind of tires, and the wheels, whether they're balanced or not, will make a big play in whether these cars ride great. These are winter tires, so obviously there'll be some road noise. That's why in my POVs you guys hear a whining sound. It's the tires, they're winter tires, thick tread, soft rubber. But just sometimes some features make this car kind of annoying. Certain things make you not want to drive this car every day. I've dailied this car since 2021, so for about 3 years now. So obviously guys, it's a V8, so it sounds awesome every day when you start it up. And you give it some revs. Let me do some revs. Open the windows down just a little bit. Just get some more clips. It's a V8, so obviously that sound is amazing. Do I enjoy driving this car? Yeah, it's really fun to just cruise around with people. It's a V8, it's rear-wheel drive when you want it to be. You can change it into all-wheel drive when you want it to. It's fun to drive, but there are some drawbacks. Gas, tires, brakes if you don't have good brakes, and suspension. So gas is expensive, obviously. Brakes are expensive as well. You don't go through them a lot, but if you don't have performance brakes on these cars, they don't really perform well and they'll heat up really fast, especially if you want to always drive around spiritedly. So I would recommend getting the Power Stop Z26 or 23 brakes for that. Suspension, as I mentioned before, these cars like clunking a lot, even if you replace the whole suspension. What was else? Tires. So my friend Dom, who has the white Charger 2011, he has his rear tires are kind of out like this, so it looks like it stants a little bit. So that actually is a problem because obviously your tires won't be even like this, they'll be kind of like this, and the alignment will not be great, which means I'll be going through tires a lot. I buy tires every year, once a year. Some people buy it more because they fry them a lot. I really don't.
Why you always lying?
But a lot of people have to buy tires for these cars because they like hearing the sounds. Those exact sounds right there. They like hearing that, or they like hearing their cars go really fast and floor it all the time and get 12.5 miles per gallon. You guys can see right there. But yeah guys, honestly though, it's really fun to drive this car. There are some drawbacks. There's just a ton of things that this car could be improved on. For example, I always talk about this in every video that I make. This steering wheel is kind of ugly, and I can't even lie, like, it just looks kind of outdated. And I mentioned this in one of my other videos. My dad's Dodge Grand Caravan has the same exact steering wheel. Dodge Journeys have this steering wheel. But this steering wheel kind of makes the driving experience kind of muted a little bit, because it's like you get into this nice fast car. You guys see how I did fast like that, so you guys don't hate on me calling this car fast. Yeah, it's fun, but it's not fast. not that fast. But basically, you get into this fun car, and you get in, and you see the steering wheel like this, and you're driving. You're like, wow, that's kind of ugly. So, yeah, that's kind of a downside for that. Also, the interior is great. I love it. There's only a couple things. The blender actuators for the AC and heating. So for me, my AC does not work on the driver's side right now currently because I replaced 3 out of the 4 blender actuators. There's one more that's still bad. It's aggravating because in the summer when it's hot, guys, I do not have AC on my side, and it's windows down every single day because my AC doesn't work, and it's a pain to fix it.
No!
If you take it to a shop, they'll quote you so much money to fix it. My friend and I did 3 out of the 4 of them. The last one you just haven't had the time to because you have to take apart basically the whole dash.
Hey yo, what the?
I do not want to do that. Also, the infotainment screen sometimes freezes. Your Bluetooth sometimes disconnects. If you don't have the 8.4 inch screen, then the smaller screen is not great. But guys, like, it's kind of funny. Like, this is a 2013 and it has some cool features that not all cars have. For example, heated seats, cooled seats, heated steering wheel, sport mode. This is a 2013. Heated rear seats, adaptive cruise control. I mentioned this on a lot of my videos. I mentioned this in my Is a Dodge Charger Luxurious video. Very comfy in here, very spacious, a lot of room in the back for your friends. I have my dash cam in the back as well. Seats are very comfy, very plush. They wear out after a while. Obviously, all seats do. So if your car has a lot of miles on it, some people kind of rehash the seats, like put more what is it called, stuffing in them, I think, or they switch them out. Mine are fine for now, but it's just a very comfortable seating in here, guys. Like I'm very comfortable whenever I drive this car. Just a couple drawbacks. They make the experience not as great, but yeah, the blender actuators are kind of a pain. The steering wheel kind of sucks. The visibility though is awesome. The one thing I hate though is that this A-pillar right here is very thick, and also my rain guard right here doesn't help, especially when I'm trying to get footage of one of my friends like doing drifting or whatever.
Dude, I was gonna swing it.
Really?
Yeah, like that.
This A-pillar kind of cuts it off because it's very thick. You guys can see right here just the A-pillar, then this adds another like inch or so. But basically, guys, it's a comfortable car. The visibility is great. It's better than a Challenger, better than a Camaro, better than a Mustang because it's a sedan. It has 4 doors. If you have louvers on the back like my friend Dom does, you can still see through them depending on which ones you have. You guys can see the rear window right there. You still have a lot of visibility. The seating position is pretty good. You can lower your seat. There's, I think, 4 lumbar adjustments. You can have like your back kind of what is it called, supported more. Let's see what else. Also, it's really cool if you have the same hood that I do, the AmeriHood Hellcat one. You guys can see the little bulge in the front.
Pause.
Hopefully I can capture that. Hold on. When you're looking over, when you're sitting back in the car, you see the hood scoop coming up. That looks amazing. It kind of heightens the experience of the driving experience in this car. Just a couple of things. Obviously, this car's not the perfect thing. Also, what I did was I changed out the old cluster in here to make it more new. This is a new Charger cluster in here. I have tons of videos on this. I talk about this in a lot of my videos. And also I have these trim lights as well to make the experience awesome at night. Let me put up my window so you guys can see how it looks when it's kind of darker out. That's how it looks. Looks pretty good. So this kind of heightens my driving experience, guys. This makes the car more enjoyable. It's not perfect by any means. There's still a couple more things I need to do to make this car pristine. I'm gonna be putting my other wheels back on soon with new tires, hopefully soon. I was just waiting for the weather to stop being all crazy because it kept switching from cold, hot, cold, snow, rain, and it's kind of annoying because I want to wash my car. I want my car to be clean, but it's kind of hard when the weather's always changing. Sunroof, I've got to mention that too. This car has a sunroof, so which means in the summer when it's hot out, open the sunroof. Especially if you don't have AC, you'll have cold air. At night, it's also fun to cruise around with the sunroof open because all the cool air can rush in, especially if you don't have AC like I don't on the driver's side. And yeah, just this car's fun. Also, I have this cool digital dash cam mirror, rear view mirror thing set up. You see the front, you see the back, you see both, and this is just really cool, guys. A lot of people always ask me, what is this? This is the Vantop H612T 4K dash cam. I don't really use this too much because I like having a rear view mirror, but also you can turn it off with the button down here and just have just a regular mirror, use it as a mirror. It's a little bit wider than the stock one, just by a little bit. You guys can see it's always recording, so if somebody ever hits you, you'll have the footage saved. But I'm trying to think of what else I can talk about. This is kind of just me rambling on. I don't want to be rambling in this video, guys. I just want to be kind of more informational about my personal experience with this car. I've loved this thing. There's been ups and downs, of course. Axles broke. The one was an accident. The other one was just broke just because of wear. The car sometimes when it's cold, I talk to all my friends about this, it doesn't want to shift sometimes properly. But once it warms up, it's fine. These nag ones are bulletproof. But overall, guys, I'll give this car, do I enjoy driving this car, out of 10? I'll give this like a 7.5, 8. This is a great car, nice and fun. Don't want to be too biased because it's not perfect. There's a couple more features I wish this car had. Paddle shifters, I talk about this in a lot of my videos. I miss them. I wish I had them. I could shift up and down and drive with one hand like this for you guys and film like this instead of having to downshift like this. Put that there. So instead of having to downshift and upshift like this with one hand when I'm trying to film, I can just use the paddles. But of course I don't have them. Heated steering wheel is nice. I'm not trying to sound like I'm complaining, guys. I love having this car. The red interior is also very nice as well. The leather is very soft. So to answer the question, do I enjoy driving this car? 75-80%, yes. Can't be perfect. Nothing's ever perfect. This thing's been very fun to me. This thing's been great. Don't want to be hating on this car at all. It has its ups and downs. My pet peeves for this car, I'm going to sum them up. Blend doors, steering wheel, accident, recurring damages and problems, which means tires and everything wearing unevenly. My own fault, not the car's fault. And what else? A-pillar. So that's basically it, guys. This car is awesome. I love it, especially if you can get an option car like I have. It's very comfortable in the winter time. Heated seats, heated steering wheel, remote start, perfect features. Anyways, guys, that is the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave some more video comments and suggestions down below in the comments. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to turn notifications on, share this video with your friends. And without further ado, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.